Today we're gonna be studying for our CFII Checkride tomorrow. I'll show you all how I study. And so what I basically do is I have all my lesson plan in this iPad right here. What I'm doing is basically trying to write down everything that I need to know and like drawing it out. Like drawing it out really helps me remember things and it helps me explain it. So like right here, I have the static instruments and I just draw it out and write stuff down like notes, little notes here and there to remember what the instrument does in the system and what it does with different pressure and all that. And here I have like the drawing of how WASP works, GPS, then I have all the regs, so whenever I need to find something, I know where to find it on the FAR and the AIM. Yeah, I just watch videos too, you know, trying to get the grasp of the material and the information. I'll start drawing more stuff on here and writing stuff down. So I also have a board up here, so if I need to you know, practice how to teach it, then I will. I finished my ground a few days ago. We couldn't fly because of the weather. He didn't want to fly IFR, so we decided to just move it a few days later. So I do have the flight tonight, and I'll update you guys on how that goes. But the ground I did really well on the ground, and yeah, I'll talk more about that. Talk about what we went over and everything. So. Yep, got the flight this afternoon. Should be good weather, so fingers crossed that we pass it, and I'll update you guys on that. So I did pass my CFII Checkride yesterday, and it was pretty. It was one of the easier check rides I've had, but you know. I was kind of stressed out about it and everything, but that's just normal when it comes to check rides. But other than that, you know, it went really well. Very good. Oh shoot, 1 second. So what we did is I pretty much did the, you know, every IFR procedure I had to do. So flight deck check, craft clearance, stuff like that. And then we went up and then we did a DME arc into an ILS, and then we had to sidestep because they were working on the runway and they didn't want us you know, landing there because they were working on like approach lights and everything. So we had to sidestep to another runway, which was okay because we could use the glide slope. So I took it down all the way to minimums, and then we had a tailwind, so I decided to go missed because I didn't want to land while we had a tailwind. So I decided to go missed, and then we went missed as published, and then he wanted me to do the hold based on the VOR. So we did the VOR hold, and then, you know, you had to time it for 1 minute on the inbound and outbound leg. But after that, we did 2 minute time turn, so full 360, and then we did a unusual attitudes. So I pretty much just let him fly me around, and then in the brown, power down, in the blue, power through. So we did that, taught him how to do that. And after that, he wanted to do a VOR, but I mean, I just wanted to do the RNAV because it was closer. Because we had to do a precision and non-precision. So I did the RNAV. So I had to hand fly it because for some reason the autopilot wasn't working very well. Field director would not change. It would just stay in one spot. So the autopilot would follow the flight director, and so I had to turn that off every time. So I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna hand fly it. And so I hand flew the RNAV, and I was kind of worried because I haven't flew in about a month. So I was kind of worried that, you know, I was gonna mess up. But surprisingly, I did very well. You know, I stayed within minimum, stayed on the glide slope the whole time and on the localizer, or the lateral path. So yeah, I hand flew it, landed, and he said everything was good. So yeah, that was pretty much it. Shut down everything, and he gave me my certificate, my temporary certificate. So definitely one of the easier check rides. It was very chill, in my opinion. So I want to talk about the ground a little bit. So first off, we talked about the instrument systems. So I talked about the pedostatic and the gyroscopic, and I drew it out for him and like showed him how it works, and he said everything was good. And then after that, we moved on to the navigational systems. So he made me teach about the ILS, the VOR, and then GPS. And make sure you know like GPS, because they're gonna look for that. So make sure you know WAS and RAIM, and just know how the GPS works. And then maybe explain that. And then the ILS is pretty easy. Make sure you know the 4 components of an ILS, and then like the different frequency for the localizer and the glide slope. So make sure you know that. VOR, we talked about it a little bit, but not too deep. You know, it pretty much sends out pulses, 360-degree pulses, and then there's a sweep around those pulses. So VOR works. And then we talked about IFR reg. So we talked about 66 hits, and then what was it? Yeah, 66 hits. We talked about 91.167 all the way through 91.185, I think. So that pretty much covers all the instrument, not all of it, but most of the instrument regulations. 91.167 all the way to 91.185. So make sure you study those. So that's pretty much talks about fuel requirements, your alternate, stuff like that. And then after that, we talked about a cross country. So he made me do a flight plan. He told me I could just plan it anywhere. So I pretty much just went through how I would conduct that flight. So I talked about the home airport and what I would do there, how to file and everything. And then after that, you know, I talked about what altitude I choose. And then, you know, make sure you go over ODP, so your obstacle departure procedures. Make sure you go through your STARS, so standard terminal arrival procedures. Make sure you know that. And then your approach plates, and I pretty much briefed the approach plates, everything like that. And then at minimums, so if it has an A on the approach plates, that means the alternate minimums is not standard. And then takeoff minimums also, make sure you know that 35 AGL over the runway end, and then climb at 200 feet per nautical mile, and then turn out at 400 feet AGL. minimum. So precision, it's 602 statute miles, and then your non-precision is 802 statute miles. So make sure you know that. It was pretty simple. I'm just glad I got it over with. So I can start working now, and then yeah, I'll start on MEI soon. I'm gonna save up a little bit of money before I start, and all I need is about 7 hours of multi-engine, and then I can get my my multi-engine instructor add-on. So your new CFII. So thank you guys for the support, and if you have any questions about instrument, anything like that, anything aviation, you know, I'll gladly answer it in the comments. So, or you can directly message me, and I'll answer those questions for you. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and thank you guys for all the support. It means a lot. Our goal is 100 subscribers, so if y'all don't mind hitting that subscribe button, you know, you don't I mean, I want you guys to watch my videos, but you know, you don't have to. But I'd greatly appreciate it. So hit that like button and that subscribe button, and I love you guys. So I'll see y'all next time. Cleansing my soul of addiction for now, 'cause I'm falling apart. Yeah. Tension between us just like big fences. You got issues that I won't mention for now, 'cause we're falling apart. Alright guys, we're at, what is this, hey? Hi, hey?
Hi, hey, hey.
Hi, hey. It is a all-you-can-eat hot pot or barbecue.
It might be close.
What do you want to eat? Well, guys, they're closed.
That's it for the video.
Thanks for watching.
What?
B-roll.
We can go to a restaurant. We can go to a...
We made it to my hometown yesterday. My dad's in the hospital right now because he has some issues with his heart. So I went over there and visited, and yeah, just spent time with them. And I came back to my house. So today we're gonna go do a little shopping with my mom. And then yeah, that's the plan for today. We got Kisses here.
Kissy, say what's up. Kissy, say what's up, man. She's so cute. This is my dog. She's pretty old. She's turning 9 now. But she remembers how to move around the house. She's okay.
I think we should rule out the women for now, 'cause we're
Say hi, Kissy. Say hi.
You're just doing that to be even. Don't pick up the pieces, just leave it for now. You keep falling. Passing up on my